I mean, time after time again, if you don't have a lot of money, you have to find something that you can invest in and, at least get yourself into the crypto space. That's the first most important thing to do when it comes to, I mean, like I said it myself, like, if you don't have a lot and you want to get in, and these projects right here are extremely, extremely huge for Web3. And Web3 is like the new thing. It's going to be what's the catalyst for our future. And investing in these projects with a little bit of money, we're going to scale it out as much as we can with these simple projects. So make sure you guys watch this all the way through. All right, guys, welcome to Run My Crypto. If you guys are new to this channel, I hope you guys like. Let's smash those like buttons so we can get this video on the algorithm. This is going to help many people that don't have a lot of money that are trying to get into the crypto space, utilizing these projects, and then make some decent amount of gains. That way you set yourself up for the future bull runs to come, because we got a big bull run incoming. Try to put as much as you can, and we'll chat about all that stuff. Again, like, push them like buttons, subscribe if you want to see more content like this one. All right, guys, let's get into it. Welcome again to Run My Crypto. All right, the two key elements for today is number one, we don't have too much money to invest, and number two, we're going to put whatever we got in some projects that we could see some potential nice size returns off of a very little bit of money. And we'll look at these projects. We'll be talking about Jasmy token, or Jasmy coin. Mina is a super dope project, and then Internet Computer. So basically I'm going to go over these projects, and then we'll put some little investment strategy together with some exit plans, and hopefully you guys could stick to the plan, get in, get your feet wet in crypto, understand what's to come, especially with XRP. It's huge. Bitcoin, huge news. Everything's already starting to take off a little bit. So this is the very first beginning stages of a rally to the top, and we'll label it Rally to 2025. All right, guys, let's talk about Jasmy coin. All right, guys, Jasmy is dubbed the Bitcoin of Japan. super interesting news. Why is this so important? It's because money will flow in from retail investors, not only from Japan, but from other believers in this project. This project is pushing Web3. Web3 is a huge narrative that we need to tackle, because this is going to be basically the main function of cryptocurrency, is the Web3 technology. And for these cryptos to be pushing towards Web3 is going to be super interesting, guys. So Jasmy is again dubbed the Bitcoin of Japan, which is alone enough, enough catalyst to push this beyond where it could possibly go, because people are going to be looking at that and saying, well, if that has that much utilization for Japan, people are going to jump into it, and it's going to get bigger and bigger, and lots of money is going to flow into it. The most interesting thing about Jasmy is that where the price is sitting at today, the price is very low. It's actually probably one of the best entry levels to get into. Not financial advice, but I'm telling you that this will make some significant gains with this new bull run. They are dubbing this project as the world's first blockchain PC. So they were put on a list for Binance, which kind of set them back a little bit, but they answered to that. So they're actually going to put in the effort, or they have actually been putting in the effort to bring transparency to their communities. Just through Medium, there's 87,000 followers of Jasmy, which is super huge. Not only that, there's other countries that are actually looking at this coin. They have plans to cut down some of their supply, which is actually going to increase the price for Jasmy, which is super bullish news. This project will do some things. There's a lot of people pushing it on the YouTube space, so this will make some move, guys. All right, let's check out the price for Jasmy right now. Guys, looking at the price of Jasmy is super exciting, because right now Jasmy is sitting at 0.003. We've been hovering between 0.003 and 0.004 for the last month or so, maybe even longer than that. So the stretch is that everybody says, oh, what is this, a flat line? Does that mean the project's dead? No, that means tons of projects in the crypto space through this bear market are in the same position. You have HBAR, which is one of the most highly followed cryptos in the crypto industry, and it's doing pretty much the same thing. I mean, there's been buyers that bought up here and they've came all the way down. So this is what crypto is, guys. So but the thing is that, you know, the projects that are not going to do anything, there's no community involvement, they got very little followers, there's nothing coming out information wise. Jasmy's actually switched gears and they're putting out tons of information on the Twitter, tons of information to their community. They're doing AMAs. So this is really going to drive this coin to continue to go up once that bull market starts to go into play. That's why this is like the first coin that I suggest if you don't have a lot of money to invest in. Like, you literally could get in this project with $100, and I'll show you exactly what could happen with that $100 if you play the game right. Okay, so all-time high for Jasmy was roughly about $4.29. Today again we're sitting at 0.003. The market cap is super important to know what the market cap is. This project only has a market cap of $187 million. When we hit our all-time high back in 2021, I believe it is, when the price went up to $4.29, there was a market cap of $1.3 billion. So thinking about how much money the market cap is sitting at right now to $1.32 billion is there. That's a huge gap that needs to be filled, guys. There's actually a huge fair value gap on technicals that is going to fill probably to the dollar. I'm assuming to the $1.30 mark. That's just a solid target to set yourself at. But I'm going to show you, you ultimately want to invest more than $100, but if not, I could show you what you can get out of 100, and then you could do the math and increase your portfolio with Jasmy doing a dollar cost average method, where you could just put a little bit of money every week or every month or every 2 weeks, however you want to do it. So we'll talk about that next. All right, so let's look at that, guys. Let's look at what we can do with the $100 in Jasmy. As the second project I'm going to talk about is Mina, Protocol. So Mina is another project that is building the privacy and security layer for Web3 with zero knowledge proof. Those are called like ZKs. I don't know if you guys are familiar with ZKs, but you can go check out some other videos, because that's so technical to dive into. I think if I would try to, I would probably murder that. So I'm not going to get into that today, but this is super huge. Again, Mina is known as the world's lightest blockchain powered by participants using that zero knowledge proofs. Mina is creating the infrastructure for a secure, democratic future we all deserve. So they're basically focusing on building the privacy and security within the within the Web3 system. And again, that's going to be super important for the future of crypto, because that is going to be how crypto operates, is utilizing Web3, and that's going to integrate with crypto and pretty much give us the ability to utilize our crypto for exchanging for goods and services, and transfers of finances and so on and so forth, and gaming and everything else. So Web3 is going to open up the door to be able to interact with cryptos. So super important for the future. That's why I picked this project. Let's look at price. All right, guys. So price wise, Mina is sitting at 45 cents today. Obviously, we've seen the same scenario that other cryptos have been doing over the past year or two, pretty much almost pushing 2 years. We've been in this tremendous bear market, and it's part of the cycles, right? You have your bull cycles and your bear cycles. Right now, in the bearish of cycles, it's time to buy, because we know that the bottom has been in for Bitcoin and other coins. That means that pretty much the bottom's in for everything. We can see small dips, but these are pretty much what it's going to be at its lowest point in purchasing these coins. So right now it's at 45 cents. We had an all-time high back in 2021 for that bull run at $6.16. Market cap right now is currently sitting at $424 million. With the utility of this project, I believe this may have a bigger impact versus other coins in Web3, because security is like going to be one of the most main things that we need. If we look at security, we talk about like NordVPN, how they give us a secure network to keep our stuff private. This is exactly what Jasmy's doing. This is exactly what Mina's doing. and it's very important to operate within a Web3 space. So very bullish on this project right here. I'm gonna go ahead and cover, you know, $100 investment on this one, how you can make some money, but ultimately we want to get our portfolio beyond $100, you know, because we have months and months ahead of us, but it really goes by so fast. You know, we maybe have like 6 to 9 months to build these portfolios and put money into it to be able to get some gains out of that we could be very comfortable with, especially if you don't have a lot of money to invest in crypto. All right, so let's take a look at the example of your investment with Mina. All right, guys, the final and third project that I'm going to talk about that is huge to Web3 is Internet Computer. This is a project that is built and pushed solely for Web3. Tons and tons of Web3 development within this network right here. There is some comparison between the throughput between this project and Ethereum. As you can see, it's performing extremely well over transactions from Ethereum, as far as the way that they're being processed, and even amongst the price, significant price against utilizing this project against Ethereum, super cheap. But they're basically building the same global internet system that Ethereum is leading to try to accomplish, which they're doing extremely well in it. I believe that with Web3, this adoption for Internet Computer is going to be huge. There's just no way to put it. So if you guys, I urge you to come check this out at internetcomputer.org. You could actually dig into this project. It's like super fascinating to see what's going on with this project. These right here are projects that are built on this blockchain. As you can see, that it's pretty much covers, if we start from the left, the discover for social media, airdrops, communities, and then you have censorship through District, Mora, which is Web3 space for writers, NFT rewards from funded, just tons and tons of great stuff. The gaming systems that they're putting on for Web3. This project is solely based for Web3, and I believe that this project is going to do super well. That's why I highly recommend that this goes on your portfolio if you don't have a lot of money to invest in. Now, Internet Computer is a little bit higher on the price, but the amount of gains that are available for this project is what's going to make that more valuable to you as an investor, especially jumping into a project like this. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Like I said, take a look at this. Don't sleep on it. Look at it, internetcomputer.org, and make sure you guys dig into this because tons of great stuff. All right, guys, as I mentioned before, Internet Computer is sitting at a steeper price. However, if we look at their listing price to where they're at now, you could see that they listed at roughly around $400. And then also, obviously, they launched in an extreme bear market, which caused a significant price drop. And I'm assuming that had to do with everybody buying into this project initially, and the price being so righteous, people sold out, obviously, once they took like significant gains in profits. However, this project has built quite a bit along the way, which gives it some extreme value. If you look at the actual market cap of this project, it's sitting at about 1 million, or actually, I'm sorry, 1 billion. This has a 1 billion market cap currently. So when they first came out, when they first launched, the project market cap was sitting at roughly about 30 some billion dollars, and right now it's sitting at 1.8 billion. Now, this project is going to be so vital and so important to Web3 that I believe that tons of money is going to flow into this. This is going to be one of the leaders, because Web3 is basically what we're driving to gear towards. And if you think about FedNow, they're putting their position, and that's the United States government's digital currency, is going to have to be ran through Web3. So this is going to be huge. I think everybody's missing the fact that Web3 is going to be the next big narrative. This is the next big thing. Some believe it was AI, some DeFi. These are important, but in the grand scheme of things, Web3 is going to be the most important, because we are not going to be able to integrate crypto with anything else without utilizing Web3, and that's to bring crypto to its full capacity. That's to take these projects to their full capacity. So understanding that Web3 is the main driver, we have to look at these projects that are building, pushing towards Web3 so they could be extremely successful. Internet Computer has a following of 112,000 people in their community based just on CoinMarketCap. So these are important things to look at when you're investing in crypto, when you're investing in projects, and you have to try to stay ahead of the narratives. You got to stay ahead of this game in order to make sure your investments are successful. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and we'll run a scenario with Internet Computer and just having a couple $100, $100 to a couple $100 to invest in these projects. All right, guys, let's take a look at it.